In the words of pastor and founder William Richardson, First Community Missionary Baptist Church is a place where one can find a vibrant Christian service. Each Sunday, rain or shine, First Community is full of smiles and energy from the moment the congregants enter the chapel. The service is centered around music, inviting all members to sing and dance along during worship. For some, church is a place of serious prayer, while for others it is a place of rest or solitude. Some are active participants, while others seem distracted. Dedicated members, such as Dorothy and Leon Lee, contribute not only to the congregation, but also share their faith with the community. For the past 9 years, the Lee's Riverside Restaurant has provided Hillsborough with Southern home-style cooking and a homey atmosphere. While there are only about 10 small tables, Riverside is consistently full of people for breakfast and lunch each day. Some are regulars, such as David, who comes in for 3 eggs, bacon, and toast each day, while others are just stopping by for the first time. Owner Leon Lee greets each customer with a wide smile and conversation, listing the specials and making guests feel welcome at Riverside. His wife, Dorothy, or Dot, believes that Riverside provides much more than a home-cooked meal. To her, Riverside is not a restaurant, but a house, a space for people to talk and laugh. Learning recipes from her grandmother as a child, Dot became a wonderful cook at an early age. In addition to making food for her in-store customers, Dot also caters many events in Hillsborough. Just this past week, Dot prepared a brunch of mini franks and fresh fruit and vegetables for the Orange County Senior Center. Riverside is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday. Dot and Leon reserved the 7th day for church at First Community. They have been active members since the founding of the church, attending each Sunday for nearly the past 30 years. Dot and Leon practice their faith not only in church, but also on a daily basis when they open Riverside's doors to the Hillsborough community. First Community serves as much more than a place for worship on Sundays, but as a home away from home for many dedicated members, such as Michelle Brooks, most days of the week. For these congregants, First Community is not simply a place for prayer, but an extension of their family. Michelle was not always a member of First Community. 13 years ago, as a result of her substance abuse, Michelle lost everything. She was struggling to find a place to live, and her 3 children were separated into different foster homes. A close friend of hers got into an accident, and the doctors gave him 3 days to live. Michelle, in desperate need, prayed to God, saying that if God saved her friend, that she would turn her life around. Miraculously, the power of God saved her friend. Since then, Michelle has been clean. She has changed her ways and devoted her life to God. She was married, baptized, and through the help of Habitat for Humanity, given a beautiful home in Fairview. Michelle has a strong connection to God and dedication to First Community Church. She sings in multiple choirs, leads a choir, attends church every Sunday, and spends countless minutes catching up with many other members after the service. Since her transformation, she has gotten all of her children back and started a tradition of hosting family dinners every 3rd Sunday in her home. If you are coming to dinner at Michelle's home, you should come hungry, as she serves up plates of fried chicken, fried okra, ham, and candied sweet potatoes, and insists that you take seconds. Michelle treats all who enter her home as family, making sure that everyone feels welcome and, most importantly, is well fed. This picture captures a joyful moment between Michelle and her daughter Tasha during Tasha's final visit from her foster home. More than a decade has passed since Michelle and Tasha stood in front of this tree. Michelle's life is very different now. Her commitment to God has strengthened. She has opened up her home to countless friends and family members, and she has become increasingly involved in her community. The power of God and her commitment to First Community Church have truly transformed her life. While First Community has many active members, no one has a presence at First Community larger than Pastor Richardson. When the self-proclaimed 5'3" and a little bit preacher begins his sermon, all members grow silent. His words captivate his audience and are valued and contemplated by all. He not only educates on the verses of the Bible, but also shares his passion for Christianity with the other members in an exciting lesson, relating each section to personal anecdotes in the congregants' lives. Pastor Richardson also invites members to engage in the readings, finding the answers to any questions they may come upon. The end of his sermon leads into the altar prayer. Each member, young or old, small or tall, joins hands at the conclusion of every service. This is followed by fellowship, a practice in which the members of the church bless each other with a handshake or an embrace. Some members stay in their pews, while others do not sit down until they have enthusiastically greeted nearly everyone in the church. Overall, the sense of community at First Community is unique. Each member seems to find a place in the congregation and contribute to the whole in his or her own way. Whether that be through active prayer, membership, contribution to the greater Hillsborough community, or simply passion for the Christian faith. Members not only find prayer, but also a new family at First Community Missionary Baptist Church.